Occupational licensing is an extreme policy and only for extreme cases. That is something that I believe, but it's also something that is not unusual to the General Assembly. This little graph that I've got up on the screen on the right is something from the Program Evaluation Division, and it looked at the time, it had 3 levels of occupational regulation by the state. I'm going to provide a list in a little bit longer that's going to show that there are several other levels, but even with the 3, it lists licensure as the most restrictive, and for that reason, it's the one for the highest risk for public welfare. That means if there are lower risks to public welfare, then there are lesser restrictive policies the state ought to take. One reason for that is because of our own state constitution. We have in North Carolina a recognized self-evident inalienable right not only to life, liberty, and happiness, but also the enjoyment of the fruits of their own labor. So people in North Carolina are also given the self-evident inalienable right to the fruits of their own labor. Occupational licensing is a threat to that because unlike other forms of regulation that the state can impose on an occupation, it's an entry barrier. It's a closed door to anybody who wants to come in and start work.